Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this lecture video, we are going to talk about the measure of central tendency. If you have a prior knowledge about this topic, you can comment it down below. So our intended learning outcome after this lecture video is to find the measures of central location, the mean, median, and mode of a particular set of data. So what is a measure of central tendency? It is also known as the measure of average, a statistic that serves as a representative of the data, and it aims to provide an accurate description of the entire data. When we say measure of central tendency, it refers to the statistical measure that represents the typical or central value of a set of data. These measures provide a way to summarize and describe a set of data by identifying a single value that best represents the entire distribution of the data. Measure of central tendency is a quantitative representation of the set of data under investigation. This statistic tends to lie within the center of the set of data. When you say that this statistic tends to lie within the center of the set of data, it simply means that the measure of central tendency is usually close to the middle of the set of data.
Mean. The mean or arithmetic average is the most important, the most useful, the most widely used measure of central tendency. This symbol is called X bar. It is used to represent the mean of the sample. Arithmetic mean. The arithmetic mean refers to the sum of all given values or items in a distribution divided by the number of values or items summed. So below shows the computation of the mean for ungrouped data. The arithmetic mean of the ungrouped data is mean equals the sum of the score values over the number of cases. So for example number 1, our task is to find Totu's average grade in Mathematics 3. So his grade for first grading period is 84, second grading is 86, third grading is 87, fourth grading is 91. So all we have to do is to add this number, and divide it by 4. So 84 plus 86 plus 87 plus 91 over 4. So you may ask, where do we get 4? So 4 represent all the given numbers, which is 84, 86, 87, and 91. So back to the solution, 84 plus 86 plus 87 plus 91 is equal to 348 over 4. So 348 over 4 is equal to 87. So here we can conclude that Totu's average grade in Mathematics 3 is 87. Weighted mean. The weighted mean of a set of values is expressed as the sum of the values multiplied by their corresponding weight. The weighted mean of the ungrouped data is weighted mean is equals to sum of F multiplied by W over N. So W and M represent the weighted mean. F is represent each of the items or value, while W represents the weight of each item or value, and N represents the total numbers of weight. In this example, we need to find Samuel's weighted average grade in 5 academic subjects. So the first subject is English, and his grade is 85. The units earned is 1. For mathematics, his grade is 87, the units earned is 2. In science and technology, the grade is 88, the units earned is 2. Filipino, the grade is 84, the units earned is 1. In Araling Palipunan, the grade is 83 and the units earned is 1. So the first thing we need to do is to find the product of the grade and the units earned. So 85 times 1 is equals to 85. 87 times 2 is equals to 174. 88 times 2 is equals to 176. 84 times 1 is 84 and 83 times 1 is 83. The next step is to add all the numbers in units earned. So 1 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 1. So the total number is 7. So the next step is to add the final product for grade and the units earned. So 85 plus 174 plus 176 plus 84 plus 83. The total number is 602 over 7. So 602 over 7 is equals to 86. Thus, the weighted average grade of Samuel is 86.
So let's move on to median. So what is median? The median is in the middle of value in a set of quantities that separate an ordered set of data into two equal parts. So, kaning median, from the word median, nasa tunga ang pangitaon. So let's get into it. So, how do we get the median? So, calculation of median for ungrouped data. So, to find the median of an ungrouped data, follow the steps. So, first is arrange the quantities either in ascending or descending orders, meaning it depends if the number is at the lowest point up to the highest point at the last peak and highest number. So, number of quantities consecutively from 1 to n. So n meaning at, like I said, the last number. So if n is odd, the median is n over 2 plus 1 quantity. If n is even, the median is mean of n over 2 plus 1 and n over 2 quantities. We are example. Find the median of the following sets of scores. So let's first count how many quantities you have. So number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 quantities. So let's start with the lowest number. So 9, 10, 13, 14, 15, 18, 23, 27, 30. So 9. So in my method, so 9 plus 1 equals 10 and divided by 2 equals 5. So the fifth number or the fifth quantity is the median. So which is 5, 9, 10, 13, 14, so 15. 15 is the median. Now another example. So what if the group is in decimal numbers? So it's the same, but let's try with an even number. So let's count the numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So even number. So let's count from the lowest number to the highest. So 11.7, 12.6, 13.4, 14.1, 15.0, 17.9, 18.6, 19.8. So 8. It's the same method, but let's try. So 8 plus 1 was 9 divided by 2 equals 4.5. So 4.5, so the median is in between 4 and 5. And let's try. So 11.7, 11, 12.6, 13.4, 14.1, let's not stop there. So 15.0 is between 14.1 and 15.0. So the median is 14.55.
Okay, so from the previous reporters have discussed, you are expected to already know of how to get the mean and median of the set of ungrouped data. So now, let's talk about the mode and how to get the mode of the set of ungrouped data. So basically, mode is the quantity with the most numbers of frequency that is being repeated. Actually, there are different types of mode, and later on we will discuss about the different types of mode. So first, we have the unimodal. So when we say unimodal, it means you only have one mode of the set of ungrouped data. Next is the bimodal. So from the word itself, bi, meaning we have a two mode in the ungrouped data. And lastly, the non-mode, which means that the set of data do not have a mode. So again, that is mode. So mode is the numbers that occurs the most in the set. So when the data set has each number repeated for same numbers or ones of times, and hence it does not have a mode. And also when the number is repeated for the same number twice, and hence it does not have any mode. So for in this case, we cannot use mode as a measure of central tendency. Okay, to understand further of getting the mode of set data, we have provided an example to comprehend more about getting the mode of the given data set. So just always remember, to find the mode, just simply identify the most repeated item in the set. So here we have the examples. So in this first set, we have 9, 7, 8, 9, 7, 4, 6, 5, 5, and 7. So first, we need to arrange the data set. So why do we have to arrange first the set of ungrouped data? Simply because to get the mode easily from the least to the greatest number. After arranging the data, we will get the set of 4, 5, 5, 6, 7, 7, 7, 8, 9, and 9. So the most repeated numbers are 7, which means 7 is the mode of this given set data, and this is example of unimodal. So moving on to the next example, we have 82, 83, 88, 85, 80, and 83 set of scores. So same as what we did in the first example, we have to arrange the ungrouped data. So we will get the set of 80, 80, 82, 83, 83, 85, and 88. So the mode is 80 and 83, which means we have a two mode in the data. So this is an example of bimodal. Moving on to the next example, we have a set data of 21, 18, 16, 21, 18, and 16. Same as what we did from the previous example, we have to arrange first the data. So we'll get the set of 16, 16, 18, 18, 21, and 21. As we noticed in the set of scores, we observed that the values appear to have the same numbers of times in the data set. So this is an example of no mode.
Right, so before we're going to officially close this topic, let me remind everyone what is the measure of central tendency. So this is a statistical measure that identifies a single value as representative of an entire distribution. Measure of central tendency are arithmetic, the median, and the mode. As we all know, mathematics is composed with different mathematical formulas. So, in arithmetic mean, there's also a designated formula for this. And this is presented with x, or we could call this as mean, is equals to the sum of a score value over the n, which is the number of cases. Meanwhile, the weighted mean, this would present as weighted mean equals to the sum of FW, or F represents each of the item or value. W means the weight of each item or value over n, which is the total number of weights. Next is the median. So median, from the word median, come from the root word middle. So this is the middle value in distribution when the values are arranged in ascending or descending order. So you must be all wondering why we are studying such thing. Well, it is simply because the measure of a central tendency, this would provide us an accurate description of the entire data. And it is the single value that is most typical of the collected data. And as a student that is currently taking psychology program, it lets us know what is normal or average for the set of data. Also condenses the data set down to one representative value, which is useful when we are working with large amounts of data. That's it. That's the end of our discussion, and I thank everyone for listening. If you have any questions, feel free to message us so that we could answer your questions and give you more clarification.